So here is the grain generator and filtering patch that I've made. I've already dropped in a sample into this box, and when I turn it on, what you'll actually hear initially is the same grain being triggered in succession. This section here, you can choose which part of the sample you want the grain to come from. Here you can adjust the grain length, make the grains a little bit longer, keep them nice and short. I made a grain transposition which doesn't work too well, but I've left it on just in case it's useful later. This grain envelope I created to avoid any clicks and pops, but I think I'll probably just take that or keep it behind the scenes later rather than have it something that you can adjust yourself. And the grain interval defines the gaps between the grains. I then added a delay. This is a multi-tap delay. It's a bit difficult to hear it working. I think it depends on the length of grains, how effective it is. You can hear it a little bit. Probably needs a bit of tweaking still. And here, this transposition seems to work a lot better. And then again, I've got the filter here. But what's actually missing is some feedback, which is in the Absynth Etherizer, and also randomization of all these parameters, which I think is what is key to creating the effects that I showed earlier. So I'll show you inside. I'll turn this down. This is where you drop the sound sample. It stays in the buffer, and inside each of these patches I've got an instance of play which receives information from these numbers here to tell it which part of the sample to play, how long for, and how fast, which is how the transposition works within this. I'll show you the patcher inside. So here's the numbers that are creating the grain length, which are received from here. The grain envelope, as I mentioned earlier anyway, and the grain position is receiving information from this box here with the scrub tool, and the transposition is telling it how fast to play it back. And obviously if it's a really small sample of the sound, then that's what granular synthesis is. Each of these is exactly the same. There's 32 of them, and the Metro object is sending a bang to each one, so it's playing them all in succession, and that's how the polyphony is working. But I think when I get the randomization, each one needs to have its own set of numbers going to it, and that's something that I need to work out later. Anyway, after that, this section here is responsible for the transposition, and that seems to work quite well. That's something that I took straight from Cycling 74. This is the delay section, and then the filter graph here, and that's basically how it works.